Be me. Briefly date a couple of Jewish girls. Seem to match with more of those than any other group of people. I have the typical frog poster opinions of Jews, but at least the was nice. Eventually I have a weird dream that I'm Jewish and God commanded me to not eat pork. Have been too scared to eat pork ever since. Am I a schizo or something? Be me. 26. Live in the middle of nowhere in a large suburban looking house. No neighbors for 12 miles and even still it's a cat lady. Mom basically gives me unlimited praise, even when I do something unforgivable she holds me and says how good I am. Dad has spoiled me since 13 in the form of giving me a $350 a month UBI allowance. I never worked in my life and still get this. Parents homeschooled me since 8th grade because I told them I didn't like teachers punishing/scolding me. Parents end up cheating me through homeschool so we can spend time together all day, and I became a NEET at 14. Puberty.jpeg. At 16, my mom gets me a medical weed card because I begged her to lie for me and get it. Mom buys me Nick vapes without hesitation the first time I asked her. Also buys me vodka without hesitation. Addicted.jpg. 2023, 26-year-old man never worked, spending all his allowance on my addictions, and gooning to all day. How has your life been so far, anons? Be British. Wake up and pray to our beloved Queen. Make my standard British slop in the kitchen while God Save the Queen blares over the radio the entire time. Go to spread some on my toast but remember that knives are banned. Go sit in my living room to watch some TV. Get a knock at the door 5 minutes later. Hello governor, do you have a license for that telly dare? Get beaten to a pulp and my TV confiscated. Decide just to go out for a walk. Get mugged as soon as I step out my front door by a beloved refugee. Cop walks by and shrugs as it's happening. He needed it more than I did, obviously. Made a post on British Facebook about it. Decide that they can't mug me if I'm on a bike. Go for a brief ride before another refugee throws acid on my face and steals my bike. Oh God, I can't see anything. Get rushed to the hospital for free healthcare. Receptionist in the waiting room says that it will likely be a few months before they see me. Too many stabbing victims are taking up the ER apparently. Suddenly people are dragging me out of the ER. We saw that post on Facebook, racist scum. You'll rot in jail. Sentenced to prison 5 years for hate speech. Get out of jail and go back home. All my stuff is gone and there's a large group of refugee squatters in my house. Get immediately stabbed to death once they notice me. At least I served the Queen proudly before dying for a noble cause. Be me. Born in California. It was over before it even began. Used to work as an IT technician. Keep having random fits. Can't work anymore. Get disability benefits. My housing is covered by the government. Get a nice healthy flow of money coming in from taxpayers. Never have to wage slave again. Already have $80,000 in savings. Yep, I'm sorry for you wage slaves. Hope you escape the rat race. Even hustle sometimes and do some work online. I live in Australia. I would not be an incel if my mother had not moved me to this country without my consent as a child. 0 other family in the country. Had to be around abusive stepdad constantly. My entire childhood consisted of me sat in pubs every weekend watching my parents get hammered or me working an avoidance strategy by staying in my room so I couldn't my stepdad off. Didn't work and he just hit me for staying in my room all the time. Ripped away from what few friends I had and my cousin who was basically a brother. Ripped away from my bio dad's grandparents who were the only people who unconditionally cared about me. Basically lost contact with all close family so now we only text on holidays. Forced to compete with turbo normies who not only were bred from more attractive genes but had stable family lives. Whatever friends I had in school were from being the others instead of any real connections we shared. The one time I managed to claw my way up the totem pole an inch, I got worked into a fake relationship by a group of girls at work, who had an entire group chat dedicated to on me and ideas to further lead me on. Now I'm 23 and beyond damaged goods, don't even really know where to start improving my life. Even just being in this country is stacking the deck against me since it's basically turbo normie / neurotypical heaven. It's weird. I'm in the best place I've ever been in my life. I moved out of home, told my parents I don't love them. I'm in uni, picked up some of my hobbies again. Despite all that, I'm probably the closest to legitimately killing myself as I've ever been in my life. It isn't even a big deal to me and I don't identify as an incel. More than anything, I just want someone to accept me for who I am. Just one person I can be around and not have to play a character to make them like me. You have reached the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more green texts like these.